Hi Year 12, I'm going to go over example 2, constructing an activity table. I'm going to do it the same way they do it in the textbook, but I'll just let you know right now that's the long way. And there's actually a really good one on on Maths Online, the one that I had on your Google Classroom, which shows you how to do it in a much easier way. So pretty much what they tell you to do first of all is have a look and see which of the activities have no prerequisites. So the first thing you need to do is you need to draw your start node or vertex, right? And then you need to draw a line with an arrow on it and a dot at the beginning at the end for each of those activities that don't have a prerequisite. I apologise for my drawing. Now you know that the top one, that I'm going to make that one activity A. And what we do is we draw the letter on the line, on the edge, and however long it takes, we put that in brackets next to the letter. The other one that doesn't need a prerequisite is B. And again, that takes 3 minutes supposedly. So I will put that in brackets with a 3. Now, if you look at the diagram, if you've got your textbook open at the same time, they then tell you to draw a line with 2 nodes and an arrow with C. C putting on shoes takes 2 minutes, so I put a 2 in brackets, and then I have my final node at the end, which is my finish node. Now this, I think, is the longest way possible of doing this. I'm sure once you do them a couple of times, you'll figure it out. So you'll notice they've got dotted lines. So step 2, they've got dotted lines everywhere. They're your dummy activities, okay? So they're lines that are just being put in there. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to be like that. Not doing very well with the dotteds. Just to join up all of those particular activities. Now, quite frankly, the better you get at this, I don't even think you need to put in those dummy red lines at all. So now if you're looking at your textbook, I'm now going to go down to 3.2. So all they're doing, one at a time, is they're just pretty much writing over those dummy lines. Okay, so in box 3.2, they have just made that first line into a nice bold line and gotten rid of the arrow. So they've kind of even gotten rid of that node. That node's gone, and they've just made that top line all one line. Don't forget to make sure you can see your arrow at the end and keep that node or vertex at the end. In box 3.3, they've actually continued it. So I could have gotten rid of that, couldn't I? Which I'm about to do. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. All right. And they've gotten rid of that. And they have pretty much now continued A all the way around to this node. Notice I've got an arrow on the end. So that's the same as box 3.3. Make sure your A and your 1 is still on that one. So you'll see you probably could have done that straight away without putting those silly red things in. So if I now go to box 3.4, they've done the same thing again. So instead of having this thing here and this thing here, I'm going to get rid of all the nodes, right? And I'm just going to draw in. So that would have become a nice bold line. And I'm going to put an arrow at the end of that. All right? So that's all they've done in box 3.4 and 3.5. You probably could have done that right at the bloody beginning. Okay, and then last box, 3.6, they have just connected these last 3 nodes together. Probably didn't even need them. That's what I mean. As soon as you get better at this, you're not going to need to do this anymore. Okay, and you draw your final line. So really you should have a dot here, a dot here, and a dot here, and that's your network diagram. That's it.